Good morning. Good morning, gang. How y'all doing? It's Mobb Guppy, where the Guppy is the mob. Hanging out with you today. I had a great time in Minneapolis. It was so busy. I only saw two fish stores. I went to see King Lee at Twin Cities Guppies, and we'll talk a little bit more about that as the hour goes on. I also stopped by Sea Level in Hopkins. I didn't go to Tamed Waters on purpose because everyone has done it. They get a lot of attention in the fish fam, and it's a good store. I have no issues with Phil. He's a good guy. But, Twin Cities Guppies, he just opened his store less than a month ago. King Lee did. And it in Maplewood Mall. I used to work right around the corner from that years ago. So it was great seeing it. It was great talking to him. Really, really nice. Mike's Aquatics and Things. Kansas in the house. It was good meeting him. Kind of a really nifty little store. If you're looking for great guppies and high-end bettas and you're in that area, stop by and see our boy King Lee. Good people. Really, really nice and down to earth. Sometimes you meet people and they're not quite down to earth. He is. Rico Stan, what's up? Also went to Sea Level in Hopkins. And that store's been there a while. And I'm trying to remember if I actually got stuff from it when I lived in the Twin Cities and had a bunch of aquariums. And I don't think I did. Lurk away, my friend. Work away, my brother. Lurk, lurk, lurk. Lurk and work. So I had a great time. I had a great time with, going out and doing that. I will tell you, I was thinking I'd hit maybe a fish store or two in Des Moines on the way back. I was so tired. So exhausted. I couldn't do it. I met a buddy for lunch, and I spent an hour with him, and I cut it off and hit the road. I got back and, I have not been to my hometown in, it was 18 years, a little over 18 years. So essentially I was doing breakfast, lunch, dinner, meeting people in between places. Essentially all I was doing is eating and driving. That's it. And I got done at like 11 p.m. every night. Crazy. So, so it was really nice. We went on the trip. We spread the ashes of my parents on Lake Minnetonka. And my sister, I don't know where my sister picked this up from, but it was great. There are urns. If you're somebody who's wants to put your parents in the Pacific Ocean and stuff like that. Daryl Deemer, how are you? If you want to be cremated, however this works. There are urns that will sink with the ashes to the bottom of the water, and these urns are made of a biodegradable material, and they break apart in like a month. Totally safe for the environment. Go right to the bottom. So I don't know exactly what bay. Lake Minnetonka is huge. And it is Cooper Aquatics. If you're here, say hi. So it was great. We, threw my mom's favorite flowers on top of the deals. All good. Renee. Hey, thank you very much. Hey, anybody who comes and hangs out, I appreciate it no matter how much time. And it's people are busy this time of year. A lot of people are on vacation this time of year. It was great seeing my siblings and their spouses, and one of my niece was there. They look great. It was great hanging out with them, hanging out with my cousins. And some of these people I've not seen in longer than 18 years. There are a couple of my cousins I had not seen. I don't think I saw my Aunt Nancy and my Uncle Roger. I think the last time I saw them was 25 years ago. So there you go. Yeah, so that's what we have going on. Posiwi! So it's great. It was really a good time. So in between stops, I went to fish stores and did a couple of videos. And it was great. Got to see it was just fun to see. Make sure, by the way, if you get anywhere in the Midwest and, go see King Lee. Help him out. Help him as he's going on. He's there 7 days a week. He's not getting any breaks at all. It's just he and his brother-in-law. His wife and kids come over to see him. So again, do whatever you can to go out and support local fish stores. Delicious. Yeah, but anybody opens a business, if you open up any type of, it doesn't even matter if it's a retail or a restaurant or a Monday through Friday thing. Petroman, $11.85. The people who own these businesses, really are working 7 days a week. Because even if it's a Monday through Friday small business, they're doing like payroll and junk on the weekends. These people, anybody that you know who owns an independent business, thank them. Tell them how proud you are of them. Support them. It's all good. Degenerate Fish Keeper, Vinovsky Tanks, all in the house. Great having you here. It's just whenever you can go out and support people, so important because it is, I try to do business with, with as much as I can with local businesses. And it's mainly because, these people, they're about it. The Art Bella, Missouri. Peter Thiel, are you a five-fingered alien from the planet Zorbar? Yeah, delicious Diet Dr. Pepper. That's a great tip, Renee. When I mowed my lawn today, I've been doing this thing. My yard, when I first arrived, was an absolute nightmare. So I've had True Green come out every couple of months to treat the grass. Well, the grass was basically knee high in my front yard. So I mowed it this morning. I went to my backyard, which I haven't fertilized. Not that big of a deal, about 2 inches. Life's good. And it rained like hell during when I was out of town. So they've received a lot of rain. My goal is to mow the lawn on, I got back Monday night to do it Tuesday, but it was raining. So you can't. My backyard, let me put you with stuff you probably don't care about. My backyard is completely, can remain wet for days. So I went back there, took a shot, and it was okay. So got it all mowed. I'm going through there. Bolo's here. He's not feeling well. I'm going to have to go to the store here after we're done and boil up a chicken breast for him and a little bit of white rice. Yeah, so the little guy's not feeling well. He's got like explosive diarrhea. He's only made mistakes in the bathroom on the floor. It's great. Yeah, I'll tell you what, Select Pet, is that my backyard, the where it is holding water, I can't put the pond because it's across, it's at the back of my property, the back corner. In fact, I've been sort of playing around, talking with one of my neighbors about putting in a French drain, and I have to get a bid on that, just so it dries out quicker, because that could rot out the fencing and all that sort of stuff. Much less mosquitoes and stuff like that. So, I'm going to go and deal with that. My neighborhood, if it's like last year in my neighborhood, it's basically like Mogadishu. It is, fireworks are going all over. You think you're in a war zone. Bolo, the best part of my dog, he's deaf. So he doesn't hear a thing. Now, if I'm walking him while the fireworks are going off, if there's something that has a concussion to it, like shaking the windows and junk like that, he'll notice that. But yeah, the beautiful thing. So it's I've been giving Bolo his diarrhea medicine. When we're done here, I'll pick that up. Yeah, that's good that your dogs and cats don't care. When I have my puppy next year, I'll have to figure out what I'm doing. Hopefully it'll be right after the 4th of July. I'm getting a dog that hunts, and I can train her so she isn't what they would call gun shy. There are some dogs, if they become gun shy, they'll just run the other way. So I'll be able to train her in so she knows when those noise goes on, she'll be excited because she's thinking there's a bird for her to retrieve. Yeah, so I'm all in on the good stuff with the deal. Oh, that's a good idea. Thanks for that tip, Renee. I'll have to get something to play CDs. Yeah, I'm not anti fireworks. I'm all about it, but I worry about the little poochies. So let's see here. Yeah, so I'll tell you what about sea level. If you haven't seen my thing on that, watch it. This guy, if you go to Renee is always trying to bring up music to entice Chewy to talk about music. Happens. So, yeah, so the sea level, and if you haven't seen my deal, go through it. He had 2 tanks of neons, and they were amazing. They looked great. He also had that one aquarium of cardinals, looked great. I can't even tell you how many times I've been to fish stores around the country. If they have neons, they look like hell. I mean, these look just amazing. There was not a sick fish in his room, in his in his store, and I bet you. Let's see. I'll go through. Let me go through here. He had, I'm guessing, about 90 aquariums that were freshwater, and then another group of aquariums that were saltwater. His saltwater was not as extensive. And I don't care about saltwater. I have never done one, I don't have anything against the saltwater. I just haven't done one. No desire. He did not have any discus, and he had a couple of types of flower horns. Now that I think it through, they look great. A lot of angelfish, a lot of goldfish and koi. He had a lot of he had guppies that looked great, platies that looked great. Here's other fish that guy at sea level had that looked great, and you never see them look good, even in the best fish stores. Mollies. Saltwater is the dark side. It calls me to come back now and again. Yeah, I have not caught the saltwater bug yet. You never know what will bring you to that type of thing, but yeah. I've got to do water changes and junk today and tomorrow. I have Monday off, which is good. Which is really, really good. You guys have any big plans this weekend? I just shared my big plans with you. I am going to be water changes, boiling chicken, white rice for Bolo. And, go from there. Now, here's what I'm scared of. Bolo, his entire life, okay, now almost 14. He'll go 2-3 years on a food, and then all of a sudden he'll go like this where he has uncontrollable diarrhea. I have no idea why. And he's been on this one for about 3 years. So I may have to try a different one. I'll tell you what, is that this guy at sea level had some amazing rice fish that I've never really seen in person. They were great. He also had and I get why people love them. He also had a lot of rainbow fish. And I'm not necessarily Captain, Chewy in the house. See, I got a little sun from my adventure. Riding around Lake Minnetonka, finding that right place to send them off, my parents off. And by the way, there's no reason to say you're sorry. My mom died over 5 years ago. My dad died almost 3 years ago. And because of schedules and stuff like that, what's up, Bolo? You want to say hi to the friends? And I'll put you down. Yeah. There you go. He wanted to get down, so let's see if he goes anywhere. No, I did not have a Michael's Fish Room video on when Bolo's explosive diarrhea started. I didn't. And Lunatic Fringe, are you talking about Chattanooga ad? Chattanooga ad, everybody. Or is this another ad? And by the way, Ed is a very underplayed name. Kids are not naming their kid Edward anymore or Edgar. No one does it. Okay, it is Chattanooga. Chattanooga. There you go. I worked with a guy in when I lived in South Carolina named Edgar, and he was like, he hated being called Edgar. So guess what I called him? Edgar. But he was like my, he was there. He was a guy I could trust on for almost anything. Really good people. Yeah, and I appreciate that. When you're around good people, it's a real important deal. No sales, Chewy, and it's a great time to buy the food because I'm having trouble finding 2 of the ingredients. They're not getting into the country at the moment. Yeah. Oh, Edgar's the name of your Venus flytrap. There you go. Ebolo's pretty good, though, about, letting me know he wants to go out. John Oliver! Great having you here. Edgar Winter. Oh, you went music on us. Great blues guy. Not such a great spokesman for Coppertone. Yeah. Well, I look for the Chewy Chattanooga Ed live stream. Yeah, and I hope everyone's having a good weekend. I don't have a lot of plans this weekend, which is actually okay. Mainly because I am still exhausted. Generally when you go on vacation, there should be rest and relaxation about it. Not so much for me. Let's hope Chattanooga Ed can keep Chewy in line during the videos. I agree. So we have people here playing with their Venus flytraps. Strong. Yep, so Bolo is here. Yeah, he's a good little guy. So fish for vacation, by the way, gang. I had like a fry explosion. I got home and I was looking in aquariums and I'm going, holy cow, how do I have all these fry and they haven't had fresh food in the aquarium? Excellent. Well, that sounds good, Chewy. It's all good. Hey, Bolo. Oh man, more caffeine. Those of you who are not homeowners, let me tell you a little thing about being a homeowner. When things break, you get to fix them. The other neat thing about being is that you get to do yard work or hire somebody. I enjoy the yard work part of it. I like the mowing, like the whacking of the weeds, doing the trimming around my. I have just one tree. Getting that all set up. It is good. It is good all the way around. Totally off topic. Yeah, that's not unusual with this live stream. I bought dark chocolate Oreos and they are great. It's my problem with the cookies is that if I get a thing of cookies, I can't stop eating them till they're gone. I have no self-control. So when I get cookies, my deal is I get them at the off, buy them, bring them into the office, open them up there, and I'll have one or two, and then they'll be gone immediately. There you go. What's going on, Bolo? You want to get down? All right. See if he's thirsty. I call the broken ones Subaru cookies. So my boss went and got a Subaru, my immediate supervisor. And of course, you know what I told him? I said, give it 2 years and you'll have one heck of a nice planter. This is not really a good time to go out and buy a new car, by the way. There aren't any. And they're getting like a premium thing. So I don't know why he got a new car, but different strokes for different folks. I guess it was a Subaru. There probably wasn't a huge calling for him. So you just go through, you feed the fish, get them going. They couldn't be happier. And go from there. So, Posiwi, why do snails all climb up the side of a tank? Please tell me there's Subaru involved with this. Please tell me that. I went and I saw, what else did I do on my vacation? Besides eating, driving, and going nuts. 7 a.m. to 11 p.m. Those were my days on vacation. And I had to do some work for the office, which I can do remotely. So I stayed overnight in Des Moines and on my way up. And the hotel internet was so bad that I couldn't do a damn thing. So it's just like, my two Apple sales I named Subaru 1 and 2 both died. I think the pressure of the names got to them or did them in. Could be. Did your Doug, did your Apple sales have preferred pronouns? I understand this preferred pronouns thing is a big deal. So there you go. They eat duckweed, which is why I bought them. Well, I may have to get some of that to go extinguish some duckweed. All good in the hood. Yeah, I'll have to look for apple snails then. It's all, and then go on a snail murdering deal. Oh, by the way, both stores, both Twin Cities Guppies and Sea Level had the pea puffers. Now I get why people like them. They're pretty cool. You watched your 10-inch Pleco munch down on duckweed last night? Nice. It's great. I think Bolo went to his place. Bolo has a favorite place to go sleep. Favorite place to go pass out. So I think he may have done that. Yeah, I have some new Pleco fry in my tanks. I do. I have a few in there that look pretty good. My shrimp population, which had, I had sold a bunch. It didn't grow. I mean, the population was pretty static for about 4 months, 3-4 months, maybe even more than that. All of a sudden, boom, shrimp everywhere. So there you go. Heard that after geese eat and process duckweed, it glows at night. It's that's a great thing for them to be eating, by the way. All the duckweed in the world. Eat, eat, eat. Yeah, so let's see here. What else can I share with you? I've just been so busy. Again, just really, really busy getting junk done. So it's been all good in the hood. I'm having a strain of guppies crap out on me. And all of a sudden, I have several tanks of them set up. All of a sudden, I can't find a female to save my life. So there you go. Just got back from my go-to Tanganyikan cichlid guy on Staten Island and bought no cichlids. And you went to Satan's Island and everything? It's a nickname for Staten Island. Last holdouts for organized crime in New York City of the Italian mob, Staten Island and Oyster Bay, Queens. My Roebuck Reds. All of a sudden, my females are gone. They've been just, they've been petering out. And again, it's just who knows now. And I'm getting all males, so I'm probably gonna have to go and get more reds and go from there because I really love them. Staten Island, New Jersey. Staten Island, New Jersey, everybody. Saw a piece of lettuce. I had to lick it off the thing. It's probably my mistake about not having more tanks of them. But I will tell you that I have had, a dozen Philonemus typus, a tang catfish. Well, then it wasn't a waste of time. Wasn't a waste of time at all. But quite frankly, going to a local fish, is this a fish store, Ali Sean, or is this some guy who just does fish out of his basement, like a crack dealer? Oh, nice. Anthony, the owner, gave a trio of tang killies to you. Excellent. I haven't gotten the full-on bit by the killie bug yet. I'm told that's sort of like exotic plecos, like bettas, like all that sort of stuff. Melvin, how you doing, buddy? In his basement, he imports from Europe and wild from Africa. Very cool. Very cool. Sort of like the guy in San Antonio. And I lived in San Antonio. I never went over there, which and again, it's in his basement. So you have to get an appropriate in the white. My wife at the time, not a big fan of me putting up more aquariums. Melvin is the unofficial mayor of Pittsburgh. Wonderful, Melvin. Yeah, Dave's fish, whatever it is, exotic fish, whatever it is, or Dave's rare fish in San Antonio. I never went over to his place, but I didn't have a thing to go buy from. But I look at his list all the time. All the time. You think your Danios ate your killies? Yeah, well, see, for whatever reason, I'm under the impression that killies are kind of a species-only tank. I may be wrong there, guys. Help me out or gals, help me out if you think that I'm speaking out of turn here. Go out and enjoy the wonders of killies. Yeah, it's all good. All good. The one thing I've been sort of on the now my mind's going my mind's going blank right now on the fish. Live bearer, unusual mouth, Sort of a long cylindrical fish. No, I have not used bailiwick in the live stream yet. You're correct. I'll put it in a real sentence here, Doug Ray. It was I was looking at stuff and none of them were my bailiwick. None of them were really my bailiwick, which is a half beak. Exactly correct. I love half beaks, and it's all good in the hood, going out and enjoying that. So Select Pet wins a prize. I'm ready for another Guppy strain, I think. Who isn't? I saw Doug Ray's video on the Silverado Blue or Silverado Reds. Really, really nice. Great seeing those. Great seeing those all the way around. By the way, speaking of, of all the different things, is that you begin to look at some of the fish. Holy capoly. You look at all the different things having to do with the fish fam, all that sort of stuff. If you watch too many videos, you will want 50 tanks more. Just a little deal there. Excellent. Well, good. I found out about Cameo from me and you used it. Hey, you're welcome. Who'd you get the Cameo from, or which Cameo did you give? Which Cameo did you give to somebody? That's what I want to know. Picked up a bottle of Diet Dr. Pepper. Yeah, it's good stuff. I'll occasionally get a case of Diet Coke just to mix it up. The other thing is I get a case of Lipton Diet Green Tea. You want a guppy with body design over color. You have an idea of what you're after, Pusiwi? Edmund McCain for your girlfriend. We were big fans when we dated in college. Excellent. They don't sell a diet version, Doug. It's a crime against humanity. Oh, they have a zero version? Well, doggone it. I have not seen that yet, but I will be looking. Zero sugar. Dr. Pepper cream sauce or cream drink. Edmund McCain was not Select Pants type. Good singer. I lived in South Carolina when he was at the peak of his thing, and that's where he's from. And you would see him at different places, like having dinner and junk like that. Nice guy. You go through the Cameo, by the way. Zero versions actually originated by the Zero car company. Subaru! Do you remember when Subaru had the Brat, which was sort of like a two-seater funky pickup that had seats in the back? So if you had that one friend, not real good breath or body odor, put him or her back there. Strap them in. Strap them in and just let them do their thing. And they tried to bring that vehicle back a few years ago, but I don't think people were buying it. I'm so glad, by the way, anybody who has to buy a car right now, because if you're like me, I drive my cars into the grave. I mean, I drive them to the point, once I'm putting like $500 a month to keep it on the road, I'm trading it in, getting my next vehicle. I'd rather pay for a new vehicle that that isn't breaking down junk than have a breaking down type thing. And I have a 4-year-old car now, and guess what? I'm not that interested in getting rid of it. I'm going to take it on and go from there. But my next vehicle, I don't think it'll be a Subaru. It's I think I'll end up getting one of the hybrids. Which one, I don't know. Don't drive into the grave, turn left or right, and you should miss it. There you go. Oh, the striped ones, the grass guppies. Yeah, those are nice looking. I saw some at King Lee's store. They look great. Absolutely look great. You know what he had there looked pretty cool? He had the albino koi. Those look pretty cool. You want to see what the Hyundai Santa Fe pickup truck looks like when it comes out in a few months? May trade for the bad weather car in on that. Oh, there you go. So the hotel I was staying in I was western suburbs. I was staying at the Minnetonka La Quinta Inn. Everyone, La Quinta Inn. You look up and do a little stalking of me by finding out where they put me. And I will tell you that there was somebody up there who drove up from Texas in a Tesla. Holy capoli. It's Doug does have dragon guppies, Bosiwi. He certainly does. Pepsi came out with 2 new flavors, blueberry Pepsi and mango flavored Pepsi. I used to be sort of like my soft drink of choice for a long time was Diet Pepsi. And now it almost tastes too sweet to me, so I have avoided it. Now, here's the deal, Pussy. We just remember this with, and Doug, correct me if I'm wrong. The males of the dragon strains always take forever to mature. It's like a 5-6 month process before you really begin to see the colors and all that sort of stuff. Doug didn't like the mango flavored Pepsi. Blueberry sounds good, but I don't like Pepsi. Jeffrey Cunningham, how you doing, buddy? Great having you here. It's been a while. How are the fish? How are the fishes? Yeah, it go out and did this. By the way, on Amazon Prime Day, again, this is the barbershop, the Mobb Guppy Fish Room barbershop. Anything can happen. I got the Amazon Fire HD 8 tablet. Pretty cool. Realized I need to get a case for it. So I got one that was, Amazon Prime delivered the next day. Snapped it together. Pretty nice. I'll tell you what, is that I've worked in branding my entire adult life. And the deal is when, Pepsi come or Dr. Pepper or whatever drink it is, and they come up with a bunch of new flavors, they do that under the name of Pepsi or Dr. Pepper because they know there are people who are, occasional Dr. Pepper fans or Pepsi fans that will try it out. The problem is it's not like having a new thing, a total new brand of stuff. You know what I wish they would bring back, by the way? No Eric Clapton or Ginger Baker into the Dr. Pepper and cream soda, everybody. Hello. 95 in the garage, 2 straight days. Yeah, that's not bad. Not bad at all. On the Northwest, it's been very hot. My parents who lived, in Bellingham, Washington, they did not have air conditioning, which is kind of insane, but they didn't. But in Bellingham, it would get above 80 5 days a year. Pepsi Clear or Crystal Pepsi should come back. Remember when they did all that junk? Holy capoli. It's, you know what I wish would come back? Rondo. Crisp. Lightly carbonated. It was great. I love me some Rondo. I remember Jolt, absolutely. I remember that very well. It was, all the sugar and twice the caffeine. Jolt. And by the way, Jolt wasn't very good. I didn't like it, but I've had some. Back in the day. I had the clear Pepsi. It was like a big deal like 25 years ago. All of a sudden there was like clear Coke and clear, I don't know. Now, good for you, Jeffrey. Yeah, absolutely. Ooh, yeah, Surge. Chattanooga Ed in the house. Pepsi Kona. Team Surge, not Team Joel. Jeffrey Cunningham. It's okay. You're late. Anytime anybody can show up, like a win-win. If you haven't given us a big thumbs up, please do. David Samsel in the house. Chattanooga Ed, where are you doing awake so doggone early? By the way, it's Chattanooga Ed. Our man Chewy says that you and him are doing some sort of a confab. Pretty exciting. I keep away from Fanta soft drinks because of its checkered past. It's like the same reason I don't drive a Volkswagen. Same reason. Six-pack of blueberry Pepsi. See, there you go. Got a notice today on Facebook that Chattanooga Ed and Fish Room Fever are giving a talk at a fish club. Well, good. Great news. They keep me away from speaking at the fish club. It's that's one of my deals there. So that's great news. I'm glad they're having you. I know it'll be a good speech. Thanks, Chattanooga Ed. The 100-gallon outdoor tub is doing real well. Excellent, David. That's nice. Convince Fish Room Fever and Chattanooga Ed to speak at your fish club. That'll be good. I am not tubbing this year, and I'll tell you why. When I should have been setting it up, we had the guy who was our boss over all the departments in my building died unexpectedly. And it just, by the time I did a couple of weeks from that, I did not get him up and, get him up in time. Next year I will, though, but it's just this year it didn't happen. And our problem is that where I should have had it up in like May, we were getting down until like June 1st. We were getting down sometimes to 38 degrees at night. We had no spring. Yeah, no, that's Melvin, that's a good deal. I got the 8 HD for $44 on Prime Day. I mean, it was just silly not to buy that. Silly not to buy it. It was really, really cool. Jeffrey, are you tubbing? I know David is. I know Doug is. It's Chattanooga Ed, you are, right? Renee is. Renee's doing some. Rico Stan, he's doing some. If you're summer tubbing and I didn't say your name, let us know. I'm all in on that. I just, yep. New 50-gallon tub. There you go. You have rice fish. You left them out all last year. They survived snow and ice. Now in 111-degree heat. You think tub thumping? Those guys, that tub thumping song, Chubba Wumba, or whatever the hell their name was, I bet you they're available for a cameo. And I'll tell you what, in today's live stream, the thing that people keep bringing up over and over, summer lovin' is summer tubbing. There you go. You're good, hubby. Count your failure as a tubbing. I put a 110-gallon premature. Everything died I had there except for millions of tadpoles. Yeah, barbecue frog legs. That's good eating. My people, the French, we're all into frog legs. Water hyacinth, water sprite, Java fern, hornwort, water wisteria, other plants. Most have about 100 guppies. Supplies looks like more guppies on the way. It's good. It's strong. You set up big defenses against the frogs this year? Yeah, I'm a quarter French. My grandmother, French Canadian. Her family, early immigrants to Canada. My grandmother did not speak English until kindergarten. And she grew up in Michigan. So there you go. Put a picture of Bob Kaler near your tubs and the frogs will stay away. And so I do like this, Chattanooga. Oh, no, Peter, you're French? I liked you. Then that. Trust me, both sides of my family have freed the French from the Germans twice in the last 110 years. So there you go. Yeah, she went into kindergarten. She's only spoke French. She learned English on the fly in school. Yeah, hornwort. Yeah, it's a good plant. Anybody who dislikes hornwort, I don't know what's wrong with you. I mean, it's a gorgeous plant. Gorgeous plant all the way around. All right, gang. Been here for over an hour. I got to go. Frogger, very good video game. I got to get some junk done. I got to pick up Bolo's rice and stuff and make him some food. Have a good one, gang. Thank you very much and have a great day.